They're your children.
Yes. Exactly.
So...
The casting for Star Trek The Next Generation was a careful process. Patrick Stewart was chosen for Captain Jean-Luc Picard after impressing the producers with his acting skills. Jonathan Frakes won the role of William Riker with his charm and ability to play a strong second in command. Brent Spiner got the part of Data because of his ability to portray an android exploring humanity. LeVar Burton, known for his previous role in Roots, was cast as Geordi LaForge due to his warm personality. Marina Sirtis initially auditioned for the role of Tasha Yar, but was later cast as Deanna Troi because of her empathetic performance. Gates McFadden was selected to play Dr. Beverly Crusher for her strong presence and chemistry with the rest of the cast. Michael Dorn's deep voice and imposing stature landed him the role of Worf. Wheaton was cast as Wesley Crusher, the young genius because of his natural acting talent and ability to hold his own among adult actors. Each actor brought something unique to the show, creating a memorable and beloved crew for the U.S. Enterprise. The auditions and chemistry tests were crucial in ensuring the actors could work well together and bring the characters to life.
Deanna. I don't know.
The director of Star Trek, The Next Generation aimed to create a show that was true to the spirit of the original series while also being fresh and relevant for a new audience. They wanted to explore complex themes like humanity, ethics, and exploration through engaging stories. The director was inspired by classic science fiction and the hope for a better future. They worked closely with the writers to develop scripts that would challenge the audience and the actors. The director also encouraged the cast to bring their own ideas to their characters, which helped make the performances feel real and the futuristic world believable. The collaboration between the director, cast, and crew was key to the show's success, as they all shared a commitment to making a thought-provoking and entertaining series.
Just because our transporter is real doesn't mean it's going to work.
I sense a distressing lack of enthusiasm on your parts.
Star Trek The Next Generation is a television series that started in 1987 and takes us on the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission to explore new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. This show brings us stories of courage, discovery, and friendship. It has inspired many by showing a future where people work together to make the universe a better place. Now, I don't have personal experiences, but I know that for many fans, this series has been a source of inspiration. It has sparked creativity, taught valuable lessons, and even influenced career choices. The qualities that make this series stand out are its timeless stories, diverse characters, and the idea that humanity can improve and reach for the stars. What about you? Do you have a memory or experience with Star Trek, The Next Generation that you hold dear? Maybe it's an episode that left you thinking or a character you saw yourself in. We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. Keep watching because there are many more funny, shocking, and sad facts to come. So stay tuned.
You're on board the USS Enterprise.
A war vessel?
A Federation.
The production of Star Trek The Next Generation in 1987 was a major undertaking. The set design was futuristic, with the Starship Enterprise featuring sleek consoles and a bridge that became a symbol of the series. Filming took place in various locations, including sound stages and outdoor settings that represented distant planets. One of the biggest challenges was creating alien worlds and advanced technology with the special effects available at the time. They used models, matte paintings, and early computer-generated imagery to bring space and alien life to life. The show also pioneered the use of digital video editing and sound mixing, which was new to television production. These efforts made the series stand out for its visual storytelling and production quality.
About Captain Picard are irrelevant to this investigation.
Star Trek The Next Generation, a series celebrated for its visual effects and high production values, has been a cornerstone in science fiction television, inspiring viewers with its portrayal of human curiosity and the quest for exploration. The show has been recognized for its forward-thinking ideas, many of which have become commonplace today, such as handheld tablets and touchscreens. More than just a showcase of futuristic technology, the series has consistently upheld values of freedom, equality, compassion, and coexistence. It has also been unafraid to tackle the issues facing humanity, often caused by the irrational emphasis on trivial differences, through its storytelling. The character Wesley Crusher, often seen as a child prodigy aboard the Starship Enterprise, was a figure of intelligence and resourcefulness, frequently playing a pivotal role in resolving complex situations. The series also explored various moral and ethical dilemmas reminiscent of its predecessor, the original Star Trek series. While some viewers found the character interactions in The Next Generation less engaging compared to the original series, it's undeniable that the show attempted to delve into character development and moral commentary. Patrick Stewart, with his strong acting background, brought depth to his role as Captain Jean-Luc Picard, despite some criticisms of the material and supporting cast. The show's legacy continues to be felt, and its influence on the genre is undeniable, with its themes and values still resonating with audiences today. Star Trek: The Next Generation remains a classic in the realm of science fiction, inviting viewers to consider what it means to live long and prosper in peace and harmony.
No, sir. The exterior shell is composed of carbon neutronium. Our weapons would be ineffective.
The music for Star Trek: The Next Generation was crafted to fit the show's space adventure theme. The composers, including Dennis McCarthy and Ron Jones, created pieces that matched the mood of each episode, whether it was the thrill of exploring new worlds or the tension of space battles. They used a mix of traditional orchestral music and electronic sounds to give the series a futuristic feel. The main theme, originally composed by Jerry Goldsmith for the film Star Trek: The Motion Picture, was adapted for the show and is now famous for its sense of wonder and adventure. The musicians recorded the score with a live orchestra, which added richness and depth to the sound. The music played a key role in bringing the stories to life and helping viewers feel the excitement and emotion of the crew's journey through space.
Please, sit down.
Before his role as the captain in the popular science fiction series, Patrick Stewart was recognized for his acting skills with the London Fringe Theatre Best Actor Award in 1986. His performance as George in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf at the Young Vic was highly praised. The series itself took a different approach from its predecessor by focusing on a wider range of characters. Episodes often centered on individuals like Geordi LaForge, Deanna Troi, or Wesley Crusher, allowing for a richer exploration of its fictional universe. This shift to an ensemble cast became a defining feature of subsequent series. Additionally, the pronunciation of the character Data's name sparked a change in American English. Initially intended to be Dat, the British pronunciation Data, used by Stewart, became the standard, influencing the way the word is commonly pronounced today.
What does that mean for us? For our family?
Star Trek: The Next Generation, which began in 1987, has many memorable scenes that fans still talk about. One such scene is from the episode The Measure of a Man, where Captain Picard defends Data's rights in a courtroom. The direction is sharp, focusing on the character's emotions. The actors, especially Patrick Stewart, deliver powerful performances that make viewers think deeply about what it means to be alive. The cinematography uses close-ups to capture the tension in the room. This scene makes people feel for Data and question the idea of consciousness. Another notable scene is the Borg assimilation in The Best of Both Worlds. The eerie lighting and camera work show the Borg's threat, making the audience fear for the crew's safety. The actors convey a sense of urgency and dread that grips the viewer. These scenes are well crafted and leave a lasting impression, showing the skill of the cast and crew in creating a show that explores big ideas in an accessible way. The filmmakers and actors have shared in interviews how they aim to bring these stories to life thoughtfully, hoping to inspire and entertain viewers. Their work allows the audience to connect with the characters and the larger story of exploration and humanity.
It's still intact.
In the early days of this beloved series, the voice that introduced each episode belonged to Ernie Anderson and Don Mafontaine, whose narration set the stage for the adventures to come. The enigmatic Q Continuum initially appeared as a group of identical beings, all portrayed by actor John Delancey. This concept was evident in the show's debut, where different outfits signaled shifts in Q's behavior. However, this idea was soon revised, and Q was presented as a unique entity. Subsequent episodes and series expanded the continuum with a variety of actors, each bringing a distinct face to the powerful collective. Jonathan Frakes holds a unique place in the franchise's history, being the only actor to cross paths with 5 different crews, starting with his role in this series and continuing through to his appearance in Star Trek Picard.
Almost like, I know it sounds weird, but almost like a female Picard, where you do it through diplomacy and tact. And
Star Trek The Next Generation was a television series that started in 1987 and quickly became a favorite among viewers. It stood out for showing a future where people from different backgrounds worked together peacefully. This show was one of the first to have a diverse cast, which included different races and even an android. It made people think about big ideas like what it means to be human and how to deal with new and challenging situations. The show also touched on important issues like rights, freedom, and the value of all life. Its stories were not just about space adventures, but also about the problems we face in our world. It inspired many to think about science, explore new technologies, and imagine a better future. The show's influence can be seen in other TV shows, movies, books, and even in real-life technology. It has a strong fan base that continues to grow, showing how much it has become a part of our culture.
Test of intelligence, then? Equally as meaningless. But it needs risk.
In the world of science fiction television, connections between actors and their roles often extend beyond the screen. Michael Dorn is a prime example, having shared the screen with Christopher Plummer, known for his role in The Sound of Music. Interestingly, Dorn's foster father in the series was portrayed by Theodore Bikel, who also has ties to the same iconic role. The character of Data, an android with a deep interest in human emotion, has roots in Gene Roddenberry's earlier work, the Quester tapes, and draws inspiration from the characters on A Vulcan with a similar curiosity. James Cromwell's career, while rich in film and television, also includes notable stage performances, such as his portrayal of Pazzo in Waiting for Godot after a significant break from theater, showcasing the diverse talents of the cast involved in the series.
Yes. Yes, they are worried.
They can't afford.
Star Trek The Next Generation, which started in 1987, received positive reviews for its storytelling and character development. Audiences appreciated the show for its thoughtful approach to social issues and its vision of a hopeful future. It won several awards, including Emmy Awards for its technical work and a Peabody Award for Excellence in Television. These honors were significant for the cast and crew, recognizing their hard work and the show's influence on science fiction and television. The series also received nominations for its writing and acting, showing the strong skills of those involved in its production.
Key sectors.
Do you know the strength of our enemies?
They have at least 7 squadrons. But
Throughout its 7-season run, the show featured a variety of guest stars and recurring characters. John Delancey was one such actor, gracing the screen 8 times with his memorable performances. Michael Dorn, a regular on the show, once mentioned that the episode titled The Drumhead was his personal favorite. Casting for the lead role saw several actors in contention, including Yaphet Kotto, Roy Thennes, Patrick Bauchow, and Mitchell Ryan. Although not securing the part, Mitchell Ryan returned to the show as a guest star, portraying the father of one of the main characters in the episode The Icarus Factor. During the filming of Star Trek The Next Generation, the cast and crew faced many challenges and had unique experiences. One story is about how the actors playing the androids had to learn to blink less to appear more robotic. Another is that the heavy makeup for alien characters took hours to apply, so those actors had to arrive on set very early. The sets were also quite warm, which made it tough for actors in full costume. There was a strong sense of friendship among the cast, and they often played practical jokes on each other to lighten the mood during long shooting days. The show's success was not guaranteed, and everyone worked hard to bring the futuristic world to life, often rewriting scripts last minute to get the best. Lieutenant, these efforts paid off, as the show went on to be a huge success and a beloved part of television history.
And I realize I've been doing the same thing about my condition.
Perfectly understandable.
Brian Bonsall, known for his acting, took a turn in his career and joined the Ataris as the lead guitarist in 2016. His time with the band was short-lived, as he departed the following year. John Delancey, recognized for his distinctive role, shares the unique distinction of appearing in 10 seasons across 3 Star Trek series with a select group of actors. Natalija Nogulik brought to life the character of Fleet Admiral Alana Nechev, a strict and policy-focused leader dealing with critical issues involving the Kardashians, Board, and Macquis.
Does the Federation dictate Klingon destiny?
Star Trek The Next Generation, which started in 1987, has had a significant role in shaping science fiction on television. It expanded the Star Trek universe, leading to more series like Deep Space Nine and Voyager. It also influenced many writers and creators with its stories about space exploration, technology, and moral questions. The show introduced ideas and technology that inspired real-world scientific advances. It is remembered for its hopeful view of the future, diverse cast, and thoughtful storytelling. The series has a strong following and remains popular through reruns, streaming, and fan events. It has also influenced other shows and movies by setting a standard for character development and special effects in science fiction.
It was very intense, and the other great thing about the episode was that these little light creatures...
At 47, the lead actor brought a seasoned presence to the screen, aligning with a number that holds significance within the series lore. The show's depiction of poker often included a common error, where characters would add to their bet in stages, a move not permitted in actual casino play unless stated outright. A notable item in the captain's office, a large crystal, became a subtle yet frequent point of interest, held or gestured with in numerous episodes. Its consistent yet overlooked appearance sparked discussions among viewers, with some attributing its sudden noticeability to collective false memory, despite its clear visibility once recognized.
Gratified that he is prospering so well. A tribute.
In the world of space exploration on television, the desire for new stories often leads to the blending of characters from different eras. Despite this, the creator of a popular space adventure series wanted to keep his two shows distinct, allowing only a few shared storylines. After his passing, more crossovers occurred, including a notable movie and episodes from another related series. Among the cast, one actor stood out by working with all the main actors from the earlier series, making him unique in the show's history. Another cast member expanded his creative horizons by co-authoring a science fiction novel showcasing his talent beyond acting.
Can you determine what is happening on the Romulan bridge?
I think so, Captain.
Before joining the crew of the starship as Geordi LaForge, LeVar Burton portrayed a blind character in an earlier television show, hinting at his future role. Meanwhile, Patrick Stewart, known for his leadership as Captain Jean-Luc Picard, missed out on voicing a major Disney villain due to his commitment to the series. This decision is one he looks back on with regret, as it was a unique opportunity that clashed with his existing role.
Corey, don't play.
Why?
Of course.
In the world of television, actors often become advocates for causes they believe in. James Cromwell, known for his roles on screen, made headlines for his activism off-screen. His commitment to animal rights led to a notable incident in 2013 when he protested at a university meeting, resulting in legal consequences and fines. His advocacy continued, as seen in 2015 when he voiced his opposition at an awards ceremony in New York. The show's connection to its predecessor was almost strengthened by the return of Roger C. Carmel as Harry Mudd, a character from the original series. However, his untimely passing before production began meant the idea was never realized. Casting decisions can significantly shape a show, and for the role of Worf, both James Avery and Julian Christopher were considered. While Christopher made an appearance in an early episode, Avery's path led him to a different series within the franchise, showcasing the diverse opportunities the franchise offers to actors.
Lying unconscious on the floor exactly as Data had described, and it suddenly became violent, apparently sensing that Wesley and I were present.
Or is it lore?
In the casting process for the engineer character, several actors were considered, including Wesley Snipes and baseball star Reggie Jackson. The show's production was a risky move because it was not made for a regular TV network, but for syndication. This was a new approach and very costly. However, it paid off and led to many other shows being produced this way. Whoopi Goldberg, who later joined the cast, had a life-changing experience in 1978. She saw a plane crash while working as a waitress, which has since made her avoid flying.
A unifying force or a single consciousness is trying to bring it all into focus.
There can be only one explanation.
In the engineering section of the ship, a nod to Douglas Adams' work is seen with an infinite improbability generator label, a playful homage to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Patrick Stewart, known for his role as Captain Jean-Luc Picard, shares the unique distinction with actors Colm Meaney and Armin Shimerman of appearing in the first episodes of 2 Star Trek series. Michael Dorn and John Delancey also crossed over between series, contributing to the rich tapestry of the Star Trek universe. Set in the 24th century, the show shared its timeline with the animated series Duck Dodgers, and Mel Blanc, the legendary voice actor, could have lent his voice to the show, as he was alive during its first 2 seasons. His passing occurred just after the episode peak performance aired, marking the end of an era for his illustrious career.
In this sector.
Sir, I am receiving an emergency transmission from the Pecos Miners.
In the world of on-screen storytelling, creativity often extends beyond the script to the very props and sets that bring a show to life. Take, for example, the imaginative reuse of everyday items to create a sense of otherworldliness. A common margarita mix bottle with a simple coat of white paint transforms into the ceremonial Klingon blood wine, a staple of warrior feasts. This clever repurposing is a testament to the resourcefulness of the production team. Similarly, the show pays homage to its roots by incorporating elements from its predecessor. The transporter chamber, a pivotal set piece where characters beam to, and from distant locations, features a ceiling that once served as the floor in the original series transporter room. This subtle nod connects 2 eras of a storied franchise, bridging the gap between old and new. The cast also reflects a blend of fresh and familiar faces. Whoopi Goldberg, already a well-known actress and a fan of the franchise, reached out for a role. Her passion for the series led to her portrayal of Guinan, the wise bartender of the 10 Forward Lounge. Named after a historic nightclub figure, her character adds depth and a touch of history to the ensemble, enriching the narrative with each appearance.
You took me far too literally. I was only referring to the problems involved in assimilating new race.
LeVar Burton, known for his acting, also made a significant mark behind the camera. By November 2003, he had directed the most episodes of any actor from the series, with over 24 credits across all 4 of the modern series. The familiar master alarm sound from the original series was also carried over to this show, maintaining a link to its predecessor. For the role of Tasha Yar, several actresses were considered, including Julia Nixon, Lyon Langland, Lee Ayres, Marta Dubois, and Bunty Bailey, showcasing the diverse talent that auditioned for the series.
Our present speed of warp 4, 16 hours, 44 minutes.
Engine increase to warp 9.
In the world of television, few shows have brought together such a diverse and talented cast as seen in this series. James Cromwell and Malcolm McDowell, both of whom graced the screen in this beloved space adventure, shared the spotlight earlier in the comedy drama The Artist. Their performances in the Star Trek movies Generations and First Contact are memorable contributions to the franchise. The series also boasts the consistent presence of Sir Patrick Stewart and Jonathan Frakes, who lent their talents to every one of the 178 episodes. Adding to the show's prestige, Whoopi Goldberg, a guest star, holds the distinguished honor of being an EGOT winner, a rare achievement shared with only 5 other actresses. Her accolades are a testament to her exceptional skills across various entertainment platforms.
And our crew back on board, we can now turn our attention to other problems.
LeVar Burton, known for his role in a popular science fiction series, also shared his talent with young viewers as the host of Reading Rainbow. His involvement in children's television follows a tradition within the franchise dating back to Shari Lewis. Lewis, famous for her puppet Lamb Chop, contributed to the franchise's storytelling by writing an episode for the original series. Whoopi Goldberg, another acclaimed actress from the same science fiction series, credits her acting career inspiration to Nichelle Nichols. Nichols' groundbreaking role as Nyota Ushira in the 1966 original series paved the way for Goldberg's aspirations. Michael Dorn, recognized for his portrayal of a stoic security officer, was once in the running to play the Master in Doctor Who the movie. However, the role ultimately went to Eric Roberts in the 1996 film. In the world of space exploration on screen, the attire of the crew was as unique as their adventures. The snug uniforms they wore were designed to fit tightly, reflecting the creator's vision of a sleek future. Behind the scenes, friendships shaped the journey. Gates McFadden's bond with co-star Patrick Stewart played a pivotal role in her return to the bridge in the show's third season. Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg, before her time on the starship, showcased her comedic talent in a performance that caught the attention of Hollywood, leading to a significant role in a major film directed by Steven Spielberg.
These people have been fighting all of their lives. They know only hate.
In the world of exploration and discovery, the guiding principles often draw from a rich heritage. The Starfleet Academy's motto, "From the stars, knowledge," echoes the United States Navy's commitment to learning through exploration from the Trident knowledge. This sentiment was also shared by the Apollo 13 mission, which carried the message from the moon, knowledge on its crest. Mae C. Jemison, a trailblazer in space travel, made a unique crossover to television by appearing in an episode of a well-known science fiction series, marking her as the only astronaut to do so. The series also featured a notable connection to the legend of Robin Hood. Patrick Stewart, who once took on the role of Robin Hood in an episode, shares this link with Sean Connery. Both actors have portrayed King Richard in different Robin Hood films, showcasing their range in bringing historical figures to life on screen.
Perhaps I should contact the Enterprise. Have them meet us at Vulcan, just in case.
In the early days of the show, there was constant tension behind the scenes. Gene Roddenberry, the creator, often disagreed with writers and the studio about the show's direction. His health issues, which were not widely known at the time, contributed to unpredictable behavior and decisions regarding the script and staff. The show shares a surprising link with another popular series, Quantum Leap. Both featured actors and characters that cross paths in unique ways, highlighting the interconnected nature of the science fiction television community. Lastly, the show's visual style was carefully crafted. The uniforms, which are a key part of the show's identity, were actually much darker than they appeared on screen. The bright and vibrant colors viewers saw were the result of specific lighting techniques used during filming. This attention to detail helped create the memorable aesthetic that fans came to love.
It is broken! Yeah, but not for long. See, we are going...
Whoopi Goldberg, a familiar face on television, took on the role of Guinan, the wise bartender in the science fiction series. Her presence added a unique touch to the show, already known for its diverse cast and thought-provoking storylines. Michael Dorn, recognized for his portrayal of the Klingon officer Worf, shared the screen with Rene Auberjonois in various projects, showcasing his range beyond the starship's decks. Goldberg's voice also brought life to one of the characters in The Lion King, a film honored by the Library of Congress for its significance. These actors' contributions to entertainment have left a lasting impression, demonstrating the power of storytelling across different media.
Possible.
I've done it twice, in situations somewhat similar to yours.
Michael Dorn holds the record for the most appearances as the same character across various Star Trek series and films. His character was a fixture from the show's inception in 1987 through its sequel series and 4 feature films, concluding with the 2002 movie. On a lighter note, Commander William T. Riker, usually called Will, was occasionally referred to as Bill by Counselor Deanna Troi during the show's first season, showcasing a more personal side to their relationship. Meanwhile, Patrick Stewart, portraying the captain, developed a distinctive gesture of straightening his uniform upon standing, which became an endearing and humorous part of his character's routine, affectionately dubbed the Picard maneuver by his co-star Jonathan Frakes.
I really want to thank you.
For what?
Jonathan Frakes is known for his role as Commander William T. Riker, which he portrayed across 5 different television series, showcasing his acting range. The show's international broadcast began in 1990, despite its earlier start due to exclusive deals with premium networks and its popularity on VHS rentals. The cost for networks to air the show was high, with reports of the BBC paying a significant sum per episode. In addition to acting, Frakes is a skilled jazz trombonist, a talent he displayed during his time on the show.
Do you mind if we take one of these with us and have our people study it?
Not at all. And I'll put you in touch with our research people, if you wish.
In the world of space exploration on television, casting decisions and production details often go unseen, yet they shape the experience. Joey Kramer, known for his role in Flight of the Navigator, was initially chosen for the part of Wesley Crusher, but decided to prioritize his education instead. Meanwhile, Diana Muldaur, who had previously portrayed scientists in the original series, joined the cast as Dr. Pulaski, insisting her character be named Catherine, a name she carried with pride. Gates McFadden, who played Dr. Beverly Crusher, took a brief departure to act in The Hunt for Red October, which led to her missing out on Patriot Games, where Ann Archer stepped into a similarly named role. Behind the scenes, the practicalities of set design, such as the noisy sliding doors, required actors to pause their lines, adding a layer of timing and precision to their performances, ensuring that no words were lost amidst the sounds of the futuristic setting.
A futile maneuver.
In the world of television, casting decisions can be as critical as the plot itself. Whoopi Goldberg, known for her award-winning acting, was a trailblazer, becoming the second African-American woman to win an Academy Award, following Hattie McDaniel. Michael Dorn lent his voice to another series, Starship Regulars, as the captain, showcasing his vocal talents beyond his on-screen presence. Meanwhile, Patrick Stewart's casting came with an unusual twist. To secure his role, he initially wore a hairpiece, concealing his baldness from executives. His talent, however, proved more important than his hair, and he was asked to ditch the toupee for the role. These behind-the-scenes stories reflect the unique challenges and decisions that shape the shows we enjoy.
I believe we're making progress.
Computer, reinstate holodeck 3 program.
In the world of space exploration on screen, the character Data sought to be more human, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, a wooden puppet who dreamed of becoming a real boy. This quest for humanity became a central theme for his role. Following the launch of a new space adventure series, the episode titled Ship in a Bottle was the first to be broadcast, marking a new chapter in the saga. Casting decisions can often take unexpected turns. Such was the case when Denise Crosby and Marina Sirtis swapped roles just before the cameras rolled. Crosby stepped into the role of the ship's counselor, while Sirtis took on the part of the security chief, a role that was renamed to reflect her new character, Lieutenant Natasha Yar.
So, shall we start going over the personnel reports?
You know, I think he had a ring on one of his hands.
In the world of space exploration on screen, casting decisions can lead to unexpected developments. Michael Dorn, who portrayed Worf, was brought on board at the last minute. With no predefined character, Dorn was entrusted with the task of shaping his own role, drawing from a backstory of being rescued by humans. His portrayal became a defining element of the series. Jonathan Frakes, known for his role as Commander Riker, explored different characters in other works. He played a therapist using dolls in the Uncanny Valley and hosted a show featuring a segment titled The Doll, showcasing his range beyond the starship's bridge. The decision to launch a new series rather than reviving the original was driven by cost considerations. Paramount Pictures calculated that hiring less-known actors would be more economical than meeting the salary expectations of established stars from the original series. This strategic choice allowed for fresh talent to emerge and shape the future of the beloved franchise.
Risking the contamination of the entire crew.
Do you have a better idea, Geordi?
We could send a...
Jonathan Frakes is known for his extensive work across the Star Trek series. He played Commander William T. Riker and also took on the role in other series, including a guest appearance as Thomas Riker. LeVar Burton, recognized for his portrayal of Geordi LaForge, received a star on the Sacramento Walk of Stars for his achievements. The announcement of the series came in 1986, marking the 20th anniversary of the original Star Trek series, setting the stage for a new chapter in the storied space saga.
High treason. Do you have anything to say before sentence is carried out?
In the realm of television, it's not just the actors in front of the camera who bring a show to life. Behind the scenes, members of the cast often step into the director's chair, bringing a unique perspective to the storytelling. Jonathan Frakes led the way among his peers, directing the most episodes. Patrick Stewart, known for his role as the wise and composed captain, also took on directing, helming 5 episodes. LeVar Burton and Gates McFadden contributed as well, directing 2 and 1 episodes, respectively. Patrick Stewart, before taking on the captain's mantle, was not familiar with the series' previous iterations or its significant cultural impact. This lack of preconceptions allowed him to approach the role without the weight of expectation, which he has mentioned helped him in defining his portrayal of the character. Diana Muldaur, who joined the cast, had a moment in her previous show, Ella Law, that was celebrated as one of the greatest in television history, showcasing her ability to captivate audiences across different roles and series.
I can only begin to answer by telling you that our fun.
Star Trek The Next Generation was a show that brought families together and took viewers on adventures across the galaxy. It made us think about the future, about what it means to be human, and how we treat others who are different from us. Many of us grew up with a crew of the U.S. Enterprise, and they became like a second family. We learned from their stories and carried those lessons into our own lives. If you have memories or stories about how Star Trek The Next Generation touched your life, please share them. Your stories can inspire others just as the show inspired you. And if you enjoy talking about the magic of movies and TV shows, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions. Your support helps keep the conversation going.
Security team stands ready to take the initiative, sir.
Data, our options have not changed.